That little one. That's the little one. Oh, that's true, yeah. Normally little boys that get stroppy. Hello, mommy. Kathy. Morning, Kathy. Indiana. Why don't we ever see oxpeckers on elephants? I have in East Africa, Kathy, strange enough, occasionally, not very often, but I've actually never seen oxpeckers on lilies here in South Africa. They can grab one, they actually can grab one, I think possibly because there's no fur, but that doesn't make any difference because they're oxpeckers on hippo and rhino. I think it's possibly because of the trunk. I think that might be a thing, is that maybe the lilies are able to swat them away with their trunk. I don't know. That's the one thing that I can think of. I can't think of any other reason. There are ticks on elephants. They're certainly a lot larger than the ticks that oxpeckers are going to find on a giraffe. I think. Maybe it's just over time elephants have, it's just, I don't know. A good question. My guess is it's because of the trunk and because of dust bathing and just the way that they do things. Throwing sand on themselves or mud the way that they do. I guess it's not really in an oxpecker's best interest to be sitting on an elephant when there's mud being flung around. And here comes an older daughter. And she got, but there were at least 2 other elephants, I'm sure. Hello, little girl. Oh, there's your baby. Maybe, baby. I wanted to see her right here. She had a very distinctive tear out of her right ear, a little hole in her left. Hello, child. You're a little boy, I think. You're the only little boy in this family. I love you. The Bettelier. Never mind the Bettelier. Oh, see, Bettelier's coming straight our way. We're close to the Bettelier's nest. Shimungwe. To Marc. Oh, nice above us. Hello, Bettelier. Come to see what we're doing. What an incredible way to start back at Juma. Just sitting quietly with Ellies. And sometimes you don't need to talk, just to be in their presence and sitting quietly. And they're just so relaxed around us that they've chosen to just move past us like this. Try and get back to the road without too much noise. Follow them a little bit more. Just going to take my jersey off. It's starting to get a bit warm. morning, Sarah again, California. How are you, Sarah? Do baby elephant graze from when they're born, or do they nurse for a while? Pretty much exclusive nursing. That's off the bushman's tail. I mean, baboon's tail, bushman's candle, zero fine tip, but none of them have got flowers to either. Giving us a once over with his trunk. Very young, if that is her calf. But I can't imagine it. The older cow's calf, I can only see maybe 3 of hers. 3 of them being hers, maybe including this one being her first calf. But she has been lactating, as small as she is. But very much like us, you know, elephants, you get big individuals and small individuals. Not like us, you get jockeys and baseball players, or rather basketball players, everything in between. It was standing next to Mum. Here we go again. Could be that she's lactating because she's gonna have another calf soon, or she's pregnant. She's still maybe a little bit away from having another one. This one is only about 3. The most strange that it's suckling. Might not even be milk there. No, it's definitely being allowed to suckle, as old as it is. But she's a calf. It's a comfort thing. It's like a pacifier. We'll use the tail or the back leg to feel where the calf is, so that if they wanted to back up, if they wanted to walk backwards, they would step on them, but also just to know where they are. They're very tactile creatures, beings, and body contact is very important for calves, and moms reassuring them often by just stretching back with the back legs. But then again, I've also seen where water has been scarce, and they dig holes for water, some places in East Africa, and the water hole can only fit 1 elephant at a time. I mean, it's literally a water hole. It's a hole in some very thick clay. It gets quite deep over the decades, if not centuries, that elephants have been digging. And quite often the calves try and squeeze their way in to get some water, because invariably they're thirsty. And come, little girl, protecting your mama. And very often, because the matriarch is the most important elephant in the entire herd, she will invariably drink first. That's important for her survival. Because without her, the rest of the herd will die. So it's very important that she's the one that gets nourishment and things first. And very often the children become very impatient, and you'll find that if she hasn't reprimanded them with a trunk and a tusk, that she will lash back at them with the back legs. I've seen that happen. But it's not the kind of a kick that a zebra or a horse can do. What can be found there, what parts of the trees need to be utilized, because sometimes you need to eat the leaves, and sometimes you need to eat the branches, and sometimes you need to eat the roots or the fruits. Have been known to give birth to twins. Not very common, but it has been recorded. I'm thinking, don't know, I mean, there are two calves here the same age, although it looks like the smaller cow is maybe the mother of the one calf, because they are together the way they are, but that doesn't really mean much, the proximity of individuals. Except there's a little boy and a little girl. Of course, that doesn't mean they can't be twins, because you can get boy and girl. But I think this young cow is bigger than the little boy. I think the little boy belongs to the smaller cow. For the pleasant experience they had, that there was no stress. Mrs. Ellie, thank you for your time. You can thank me for mine.